Good afternoon, guys. Another day, another weekend, back again with another video. And today I just want to talk a little bit about Brompton versus an e-scooter. I know that some of you have been commenting saying that, hey, Brompton damn weak, why are you even riding a Brompton? You know, what happened to the Duotron? Hey, Duotrons are still here, still waiting for someone to buy it. I'm not entirely sure who is going to end up buying my Duotron, but yeah, the one wheel is behind me. It's getting the latest firmware update. It's got this custom mode so that the pushback, you can actually adjust the pushback. Not entirely sure. I am still charging it. Without further ado, let's just talk a little bit about what I think is the best option for a last mile solution as a commuter. Oh, before I start, I just want to thank all of you who have actually subscribed. The community tab is unlocked. It also means that I am able to put up polls, you know, start discussions, basically talk about anything, and essentially that's what my channel is about. I live in Singapore, yep, and for those of you who are living in Singapore, everybody knows that it's getting increasingly more expensive to live in Singapore. For those of you who are not from Singapore, yep, Singapore is an expensive city to live in, but I guess, you know, those are the kind of topics we can cover in depth, you know, moving forward. But again, shout out to every single one of you who have actually subscribed. Thank you so much. I thought that it will only unlock at 10,000 subscribers, but yes, it's unlocked. So let's talk a little bit about what I think is a better solution for a commute, Brompton or e-scooter. Well, sorry about that, the screen kept blanking out, but okay. So now what would I suggest is, if you're going to look at things objectively, if you live very close to an MRT, definitely a Brompton is a much better solution. Again, in Singapore, we actually have, I don't know, now it's 2018, another 12 more years apparently, or rather according to the roadmap, according to them, they're gonna add another 60 more MRT stations all over the island. It pretty much means that, you know, at almost every single location in Singapore, we are going to have an MRT station. And that means only one thing: convenience for the commuters, less reliance on vehicles. So if you are living further away from an MRT, then of course I will definitely suggest getting a PMD device, you know, like example, the one wheel, a compliant e-scooter, but it cannot be too obtrusive. Now look, my Fido over there, it is compliant, but the biggest problem about an e-scooter these days is even if you do fold it, during rush hour traffic, when, you know, you're packed like sardines inside the MRT, you know, that becomes a problem, and it can be somewhat embarrassing. So, you know, as a commuter, or as maybe a would-be adopter for a PMD, you know, I think let's all be a little bit more gracious, a little more forgiving if we do encounter people carrying a PMD device. Sometimes, you know, people may not have the luxury of driving, they have to carry a PMD and they don't really have a choice. So you know, dirty looks is not gonna make things any easier. So, you know, hopefully everyone you know, is a little bit more gracious. You know, the commute can be like what, you know, it could be you know, the MRT could be like a 400-meter walk, and it's quite a distance, you know, even 1 kilometer away. I mean, with the PMD, you know, it just eases everything. You get to work on time, you know, everything is a lot more efficient. So those are the considerations. But of course, if you are able to, then I would definitely suggest getting both the Brompton as well as a PMD, you know, or a scooter with a very small footprint. So I guess there's no right or wrong answer which one's better and which one is. I don't really have actually a preference. But again, I know that my subscribers out there, you know, the demographics are between 18, you know, all the way to 44. Again, at different life stages, you know, you kind of look at things very differently. You know, if you're younger, of course, hey, get a powerful duotron, man, and you know, go from point A to point B. But sometimes, you know, I wake up and you know, during rush hour traffic, you know, I don't really have a choice. If I'm gonna take a Grab, you know, it's gonna cost me like $50 or $40, and I don't want to be given that kind of looks in MRT during rush hour traffic. So I don't have a choice. So I'll just grab my Brompton. You know, it folds away very, very nicely in the corner of the MRT. Find a, you know, and they don't look at me funny. You know, they don't give you a dirty look. You know, when I use my Brompton. But not so if I'm gonna be pushing my Fido or, you know, my duotron into the MRT. It's not a nice feeling. But anyway, that's just my thoughts for the upcoming weekend. It's been a while since I uploaded a vlog. But this is really what I think. I really hope that, you know, the people out there, my subscribers, obviously, I hope you do. I mean, I haven't quite given up my duotron dreams yet. You know, I'm still waiting on the duotron Spider, and perhaps it could be the rise of the duotron with the Spider. Who knows? But anyway, don't hate on the Brompton. Don't hate on all these devices, because hey, every single one of these devices is just supposed to make your life easier from point A to point B. It's at what point do you get on and off, you know? With the Brompton you can cycle the whole way. With the Escooter you can scoot your whole way, or you can just make use of a more intelligent choice, perhaps at times when it's raining especially. You know, hop on an MRT. The Brompton is gonna be one of those things, you know, any foldable bike. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Again, a big thank you to all of you who have subscribed. Let's talk more on the community tab, man. You know, let me know what you guys want to talk about. You know, other things that you want me to share. You know, I'll be most happy to do so. And until next time, ride safe, take care, like the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.